Will Trump's legal battles derail his 2024 campaign? A president entangled, Trump's unprecedented legal predicament. Donald Trump faces a barrage of legal challenges as he seeks to reclaim the presidency. As of 2023, he is involved in multiple criminal and civil cases. Never before in American history has a former president faced such a complex web of criminal and civil investigations. According to the Brookings Institution, Trump is currently under investigation for at least 4 major cases. These legal battles are not merely personal matters, they strike at the heart of American democracy, raising profound questions about accountability, the rule of law, and the peaceful transfer of power. The January 6th Capitol riot investigation is a prime example. The outcomes of these cases will undoubtedly shape not only Trump's political future, but also the course of U.S. politics for years to come. Legal experts suggest that these cases could set precedents for future presidential conduct. From allegations of financial fraud to obstruction of justice, the legal battles engulfing Trump are vast and varied. The New York Attorney General has filed a lawsuit alleging that Trump and his company inflated asset values. The gravity of these accusations is amplified by Trump's status as a former president, a position that traditionally commands respect and deference. However, the legal system is treating him as any other citizen. Yet the legal system is being tested as never before, grappling with the question of whether a former president is above the law. Legal scholars like Lawrence Tribe argue that no one is above the law, not even a former president. The weight of these legal challenges is immense. The potential penalties are severe, including significant fines and imprisonment. Convictions in any of these cases could result in significant fines, imprisonment, or even disqualification from holding public office. The U.S. Constitution's 14th Amendment could be invoked to bar him from future office. The potential consequences for Trump are enormous, casting a long shadow over his political aspirations and potentially derailing his bid for the White House in 2024. Political analysts are closely watching these developments. As the legal battles rage on, the nation watches with bated breath. Public opinion is deeply divided, with some seeing these cases as politically motivated and others as necessary for justice. The outcome of these cases will undoubtedly have far-reaching implications, shaping the political landscape and the very fabric of American democracy. The stakes are high, and the nation awaits the verdicts. Navigating the labyrinth key cases and their potential fallout. At the forefront of Trump's legal woes is the investigation into his business dealings in New York. Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg has been scrutinizing the Trump Organization's financial records, focusing on allegations of tax evasion, insurance fraud, and other financial irregularities. According to court documents, the investigation includes examining whether Trump inflated the value of his properties to secure loans and deflated them to reduce tax liabilities. The New York Times reported that Trump paid just $750 in federal income taxes in 2016 and 2017, raising questions about his financial practices. This case, with its intricate web of financial transactions and potential violations of state law, could expose Trump to significant legal jeopardy. Legal experts suggest that if convicted, Trump could face substantial fines and even potential jail time. The Washington Post noted that similar cases have resulted in severe penalties for other high-profile individuals. Another high-stakes legal battle centers on Trump's efforts to overturn the 2020 election results. Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis is investigating Trump's attempts to pressure Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger to find enough votes to overturn Joe Biden's victory in the state. A recorded phone call from January 2021 reveals Trump urging Raffensperger to find 11,780 votes, which has become a focal point of the investigation. The call was widely reported by major news outlets including CNN and the New York Times. This case, with its focus on election interference, strikes at the very core of American democracy. Legal scholars argue that such actions, if proven, could undermine public trust in the electoral process. The Brookings Institution has published several analyses on the potential impact of election interference on democratic institutions. In addition to these criminal investigations, Trump also faces a slew of civil lawsuits. These lawsuits, ranging from defamation cases to allegations of sexual assault, could result in substantial financial penalties and further tarnish Trump's reputation. For instance, writer E. Jean Carroll has accused Trump of sexual assault. a case that has garnered significant media attention and could lead to hefty damages if Trump is found liable. The Guardian reported that Carroll's case is one of several high-profile lawsuits Trump is facing. The sheer volume and variety of these legal challenges threaten to consume Trump's time, energy, and resources. Analysts note that the legal fees alone could run into millions of dollars, not to mention the potential impact on his political ambitions. According to Forbes, Trump's legal expenses have already exceeded $10 million. These legal battles are not merely abstract legal proceedings, they are real-world battles with potentially devastating consequences for Trump. The outcomes could affect his business empire, personal freedom, and future political prospects. The New York Times has highlighted the potential long-term impacts on Trump's business ventures. The outcomes of these cases could determine whether Trump is held accountable for his actions, or whether he is able to evade justice and continue his pursuit of political power. The stakes are high, and the nation watches closely as these legal dramas unfold. As noted by The Atlantic, the implications of these cases extend far beyond Trump's personal fate, potentially shaping the future of American politics. The shadow of January 6th, a defining legal and political battle. Looming large over all of Trump's legal troubles is the specter of the January 6th insurrection, where a mob of his supporters stormed the Capitol. The House Select Committee investigating the attack on the U.S. Capitol has been meticulously gathering evidence and conducting public hearings, exposing Trump's role in inciting the violence. The committee has interviewed over 1,000 witnesses and reviewed more than 140,000 documents. This investigation, with its focus on Trump's actions and intent, could lead to criminal referrals to the Justice Department. The committee has already suggested that Trump could be charged with obstruction of an official proceeding and conspiracy to defraud the United States. The Justice Department is conducting its own investigation into the January 6th attack, examining the events leading up to the insurrection and the potential criminal culpability of those involved. This includes looking into the planning and financing of the rally that preceded the attack. This investigation, which is being overseen by Attorney General Merrick Garland, is the most serious legal threat facing Trump. Garland has stated that the Justice Department will follow the facts and the law wherever they lead. The January 6th attack was a dark day in American history, a direct assault on the peaceful transfer of power. 5 people died as a result of the violence, and more than 140 police officers were injured. The legal and political ramifications of that day continue to reverberate, with the potential to reshape the country's political landscape. The attack has led to increased security measures at the Capitol and ongoing debates about election integrity. The outcome of these investigations will determine whether those responsible for the attack, including Trump himself, are held accountable. Legal experts have debated the potential charges and the likelihood of convictions. The shadow of January 6th hangs over Trump's legal battles and his political future. His involvement in the events of that day is a central issue in his ongoing legal challenges. The events of that day have irrevocably tarnished his legacy and raised profound questions about his fitness for office. Polls show that a significant portion of the American public believes Trump bears responsibility for the attack. The legal and political reckoning for January 6th is far from over, and its impact will continue to be felt for years to come. The investigations and their outcomes will shape the future of American democracy. Section 4. Public Perception, a Nation Divided. The American public remains deeply divided on Trump and his legal battles. According to a 2023 Pew Research Center survey, 48% of Americans believe the investigations are politically motivated, while 46% think they are justified. His supporters view the investigations as politically motivated witch hunts designed to derail his political comeback. A Gallup poll from 2022 found that 70% of Republicans believe the investigations are unfair. They see Trump as a victim of a biased media and a corrupt establishment determined to silence him. Research from the Knight Foundation in 2021 showed that 56% of Americans believe the media is biased against Trump. Conversely, Trump's detractors believe that he is finally being held accountable for his actions. A 2023 ABC News Washington Post poll indicated that 60% of Democrats think the investigations are necessary for justice. They view the investigations as essential to upholding the rule of law and protecting American democracy from further erosion. Legal experts, including former federal prosecutors, have emphasized the importance of these investigations in maintaining legal standards. The deep partisan divide over Trump's legal troubles reflects the broader polarization of American society. Studies from the Pew Research Center show that political polarization in the U.S. has reached its highest levels in decades. This polarization is evident in public opinion polls, which show a stark divide in how Democrats and Republicans view the investigations into Trump. For instance, a 2023 Quinnipiac University poll found that 85% of Republicans oppose the investigations, while 80% of Democrats support them. The partisan divide extends beyond public opinion, seeping into every facet of American life, from social media to family dinners. A 2022 study by the American Psychological Association found that political discussions are a significant source of stress for many Americans. The public's perception of Trump's legal battles is intricately linked to their existing political beliefs. Research from the University of Pennsylvania highlights that political identity strongly influences how individuals interpret legal and political events. This partisan divide makes it challenging to have a nuanced and informed conversation about the legal merits of the cases against Trump and their potential impact on American democracy. Legal scholars argue that overcoming this divide is crucial for the health of the nation's democratic institutions. Section 5. The Road Ahead: Justice, Politics, and the Future of American Democracy. The outcome of Trump's legal battles remains uncertain, with over 30 ongoing investigations and lawsuits. The cases are complex, involving charges ranging from financial fraud to obstruction of justice, and the political stakes are incredibly high. It is possible that Trump could emerge from these legal battles relatively unscathed, as he has in past legal challenges, allowing him to continue his pursuit of political power. Conversely, Trump could face convictions in one or more of these cases, resulting in significant legal penalties, including potential imprisonment and potentially ending his political career. The potential outcomes of these cases are vast and varied, with the potential to reshape the American political landscape, as seen in historical precedents like the Watergate scandal. The legal battles surrounding Trump are about more than just one man. They are a test of American democracy itself, echoing the constitutional crises of the past. They raise fundamental questions about accountability, the rule of law, and the peaceful transfer of power, principles enshrined in the U.S. Constitution. The outcome of these cases will have profound implications for the future of American democracy, influencing public trust in the judicial system. As the legal battles unfold, the American people must grapple with the weighty questions they raise, informed by a history of political and legal precedents. The nation stands at a crossroads, and the decisions made in the coming months and years will determine the course of American democracy for generations to come, much like the pivotal moments in U.S. history. Stay tuned to find out if Trump's legal battles will impact his 2024 campaign. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to TrueScope News for more updates on the latest news.